Yo, welcome back to the channel, y'all. Today we are watching Interstellar. Really pumped, really excited. Directed by Christopher Nolan. Been wanting to see this movie for a very long time. Came out in 2014. I'm pumped and I'm excited. Finally get to watch it, So I'm excited. Let's go.
Computer says you're too tight.
I got this.
Crossing the street.
Sorry, Murph. Go back to bed, man.
I'm guessing that was a nightmare.
I can't describe it. It was just constant, just
Yeah,
that steady
that's rough.
flow of dirt.
Always set the plate upside down, glasses or cups, whatever it was, upside down.
That's crazy. That's rough. Oh, Timothy Chamlet and oh my gosh, what's his name?
It's called a poltergeist.
Ah, it's not very scientific, Murph.
You said science is about admitting what we don't know.
Just got you there. Well, just tell me that you're afraid of some ghost. No, you gotta go further. You gotta record the facts, analyze, get to the how and the why, then present your conclusions. All right.
All right.
Slow down, Turbo.
Dang, let your dad take a minute to get to the car. Impatient, huh?
You be nice to that Miss Hanley. She's single.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Repopulating the Earth. Start pulling your weight, young man.
That's funny.
All right, Murph.
I forgot what he was in. I know he was in Planet of the Apes, and a few other things. But
Shut it! Come on!
What'd you do, Murph?
so tired.
Murphy's Law.
Shut up!
Damn, Timothy, like you gotta calm down, you asshole brother. Oh shit! I'm not gonna. That scared me.
What about the flat tire?
People gotta be careful. At least drive slow. You're gonna mess up the Oh my gosh! I know you can mess up something in the car. I don't know. Oh. You can't even see what's in front of you. You're gonna crash into something. Barely. Dang.
Nice one, Tom.
I like how he's not even phased by it. Because Matthew McConaughey has driven a Lincoln. He understands. It's a cliff, isn't it?
You told me to keep driving.
Bruh,
Wanna give the world?
you gain control of it. But that's someone else's toy.
So how's this work? You guys come with? I've got class. This one needs to wait.
They'll tell you about it when you get in there. Just please try not to.
Hey, relax. I got this.
2 seconds later.
We got Tom's scores back. He's gonna make an excellent farmer. University only takes a handful. They don't really have the resources
I
to...
still pay my taxes. Now, where's that money go? There's no more armies.
Tom's score simply isn't high enough.
What's your waistline? You're telling me it takes 2 numbers to measure your own ass, but only 1 to measure my son's future?
We didn't run out of television screens and planes. We ran out of food.
Murph is a great kid. She's really bright. Brought this in to show the other students the section on the lunar landings, explaining how the Apollo missions were fake to bankrupt the Soviet Union. And if we don't want a repeat of the excess and wastefulness of the 20th century, then we need to teach our kids about this planet, not tales of leaving it.
And if we had any of those left, the doctors would have been able to find the cyst in my wife's brain before she died instead of afterwards.
Murph got into a fistfight with several of her classmates over this Apollo nonsense.
She put hands on him. Don't disrespect my my thoughts. So there's a few things I do want to say. I didn't want to interrupt the scene. It was a good scene. One, there are theories and individuals who do believe one or the other that the moon landing was fake or not fake, right? But I do appreciate in this dystopian that they actually input this, that the moon landing was a fake. I do like that because it ends up feeding into the idea of focusing on their own planet, especially the little information we have received when it comes to the food shortage, and other issues in this dystopian. It's really interesting that they actually did put this in to kind of force people not to think outside the box in the sense of just focusing on the idea of taking care of Earth. I think that's a really interesting thing to add this to the dystopian, this dystopian, right? The other thing, and it's sad, is in this dystopian, how in this society, well, in our society, technically, there's a lot of issues when it comes to the idea of the education system and everything else. That's for another topic. But overall, in our society, to an extent, we want people to go to college, right? Or get higher education or whatever, right? In this society, because of the situation with the shortage and everything else, the opportunity to go to college is definitely a smaller chance for any individual to go. That's what it seems like. They want farmers. They need people to be able to grow food. And I'm wondering if that is the case, what exactly happened for them to be at this stage? Was it overpopulation? Was it a war? They discuss there's no military anymore. So where does all that lie upon? And obviously issues with blight and everything else. But I'm wondering, besides that, why no military? Um, I I have my reasons. Y'all can hear it with all quiet on the Western Front. But I'm just saying, if it's to that extreme that we don't have those things that in our society that's somewhat normal, which shouldn't be normal, but it is. I'm wondering what exactly here changed for that to happen. That's very interesting. Maybe I didn't catch it in the scene or the last few scenes, but that's interesting.
I got you suspended.
What?
Got you suspended.
One by one, they've been peeling off the fields and heading over. Something's interfering with the compass. Magnetism of some sort.
It's very smart to be able to have automated machines like that. Let less people have to be, taken upon in that, and they can do other things to benefit. Yeah, to be as effective and more efficient. Did those books fall or?
Dots and dashes used.
I know what Morse code is, Murph. I just don't think your bookshelf's trying to talk to you.
That was weird though. That should be something that you should look into.
I hear your meeting at the school didn't go so well.
New news travels fast.
When I was a kid, it felt like they made something new every day, gadget or idea. But 6 billion people. Just try to imagine that. And every last one of them trying to have it all. This world isn't so bad.
This just happened about 1:30 when that thing came off the top of that canyon.
In my day, we had real ball players. Who are these bums?
Dang.
Popcorn at a ball game is unnatural. I want a hot dog.
You hate Barm and Dad. Grandpa said.
Grandpa said, huh?
Oh. Oh, dang. Gotta get that ad money there, that Dodge. That's wild. Oh, shit. That scared me. Did they get home? Oh, wow. I thought they would go to some random store or something. Some random building, but no, they actually got home. It's okay. It's okay. Just close it. That's rough, though.
The ghost.
Huh. Does that say something? It just looks like lines, right? Perfect lines, though. I mean, it's too perfect. Dang. Has he been there the whole night?
I'm dropping Tom, then heading to town. You want to clean that up? When you're finished praying to it?
It's not Morse, Murph. It's binary. Thick is 1, thin is 0.
Nice.
Coordinates.
I'll be back in a couple hours, Merv.
What you're gonna find?
Oi. Huh. Yep. Oh, they're definitely going on a trip. And the grandpa don't even know. Nor the son. A gated area.
Didn't you bring the bolt cutters?
That's my girl.
Question is though, what's gonna be past those gates? Oh shit.
Step away from the fence! Don't shoot. I'm not armed. Don't be afraid.
Why did it sound like mechanic?
You had the coordinates for this facility marked on your map. Where did you get those coordinates? But you don't look much like a lawnmower. I think I'll turn you into an overqualified vacuum cleaner. They're old and their control units are unpredictable.
It's what the government could spare.
I knew Dr. Brown once. He was a professor.
What makes you think I'm not?
Well, it's near as cute either.
Your daughter is fine. Bright kid. Must have a very smart mother.
Dad!
Michael Caine. Mash the booth.
We learned these coordinates from an anomaly.
What sort of anomaly?
Oh. He looks familiar. Ah, dang, I don't remember where he's from.
Don't you know who we are, Coop?
No, Professor, I don't.
We're NASA.
I heard they shut you down, sir, for refusing to drop bombs from the stratosphere on the stars.
Really?
People. Why secret?
Because public opinion wouldn't allow spending on space exploration.
Makes sense.
Not when you're struggling to put food on the table.
Yeah. And when you start prioritizing what's actually needed, food or exploration.
The corn will die.
We'll find a way,
Dang.
Professor, we always have.
Earth's atmosphere is 80% nitrogen. We don't even breathe nitrogen. Light does.
I did not know that.
We'll be the last to survive on Earth.
That's wild. Well, how much time we talking though?
Now you need to tell me what your plan is to save the world. People out there looking for a new home?
The Lazarus missions.
Well, that sounds cheerful.
Interesting name to choose.
I can't tell you any more unless you agree to pilot this craft. You're the best pilot we ever had.
Ironic, huh?
Even though I was alive, I mean, you were going anyway.
Yeah.
No choice. They chose you.
Well, who's they?
Whoever they is.
How long would I be gone?
Hard to know. Years.
I've got kids, Professor.
Get out there and save them.
A compelling argument. Michael Caine, definitely a persuasive man.
It appeared 48 years ago.
And it leads where?
Another galaxy.
Interesting.
Their mission was to assess their world, and if it showed potential, then they could send out a signal, bed down for the long nap.
How do you send a signal through that?
Data transmission back through the wormhole is rudimentary. Simple binary pings on an annual basis give us some clue as to which worlds have potential.
One, that's a bit of a long shot, isn't it?
Yeah,
One
but
system with 3 potential worlds?
I like that math better than the math of corn dying on us, to be honest.
Did you notice anything strange about the launch chamber?
I love these shots. You can just watching this. I didn't even need to look at who the director was. You could just tell. Love it
The
though.
first gravitational anomalies changed everything. Suddenly we knew that harnessing gravity was real.
So Plan A is taking everybody, and Plan B is
Plan B, population bomb. Over
Oh.
5,000 fertilized eggs, weighing in at just under 900 kilos. Within 30 years, we could have a colony of hundreds.
Yeah, what about the people here? You give up on them? My kids?
That's why Plan A is a lot more fun.
Yeah, but Plan A is definitely hectic.
By the time you return, I will have solved the problem of gravity. I give you my word.
Question is how long does that actually give Michael Caine to figure that out? This is interesting. This is
Go. If you're leaving, just go.
yeah, I get it.
Tom will be all right, but you gotta make things right with Murph.
I will.
Yeah,
Without making promises you don't know you can keep.
definitely agree. You can't be like, I promise I'll be back next year. You don't know.
We're just here to be memories for our kids. I think I now understand what you meant.
That was a nice line.
Once you're a parent, you're the ghost of your children's future.
Wow. That was a good line.
Look at the books. Look at this. It says stay. Why? You're not listening. It says stay.
Maybe by the time I get back, we might even be the same age. You and me. What? Imagine that.
Yeah, that was not
No, dear. Oh!
Don't make me leave like this. Come on.
That's rough.
I love you forever. You hear me? I love you forever. And I'm coming back.
So two things. I don't know if this is going to be some type of clue for the future of the movie, but there's two ways you can look at it. One, she's just saying that the ghost or whomever they said to stay just because she wants him to stay. Or actually three things. The second one is she did get the clues and she had the mindset that it would say stay or some type of word that fall in the realm of him staying. And every clue she looked at, she forced upon that, because humans tend to sometimes do that when it comes to having a direction of thinking. And even though if it's a small little thing that goes towards what they're actually thinking, they'll like convince themselves that's what is said. And the third and that's the two, and there might be more, but the third one that comes to mind is, what if that actually did say stay? What if her actual clues or whatever actually did say stay? Where does that align with the rest of the story of him? This is where he makes the mistake. Is this one of the people from the other missions, the other missions? Are they telling him to stay? But at the same time, why would they tell him the coordinates? Is he making the wrong decision of actually going? Maybe he needs to be involved, but in a different way. I don't know. See, this is where a lot of questions comes to mind on how this actually plays out and how this actually ends up going. Interesting. See, look at that. See, now that book falling, is it actually telling him, hey, stay?
Travel safe, yeah?
You look after our place for me, all right? All right?
Uh-huh.
Tom hates it, but he understands. And sorry, another thing. Oh my gosh, it just hit me. So this is sad. He didn't. I don't even know he actually gave a real goodbye. I mean, Tom and Murph might be old or same age or teenagers or young adults or whatever. 100%, he will not be there when he comes back. Did he even say honest goodbye? Because he won't be around, most likely, like a 90% chance, to be honest. He didn't even say bye. His father-in-law, that's wild. He probably did. It's just, it's rough trying to process that there's a chance you might be gone for that long. Even though it feels like a year, there's a chance it might be like 30 years. You know what I mean? So that's rough.
2, 1, booster ignition.
Making that tough decision, the sacrifice to be able to obviously help the world, but specifically be able to have some type of future for your kids. Ooh. No full true confirmation. Oh, them two are going with them. Well, awesome.
I have a Q light I can use when I'm joking, if you like. That'd probably help. Yeah, you can use it to find your way back into the ship after I blow you out the airlock.
Damn.
That's 100%. Let's bring it on down to 75, please.
Yeah, that was a tough joke, especially when you just when you literally just took off. That's funny.
All feeds going manual.
So that include the professor's daughter, and Hathaway's with them. Question is also, is the professor going to be alive, and will it be solved before he comes back? If he does,
It's hard leaving everything. My kids,
Yeah.
your father.
We're going to be spending a lot of time together.
We should learn to talk.
Emma, not to. Just being honest.
I don't think you need to be that honest. What's your honesty parameter?
90%.
90%.
Absolute honesty isn't always the most diplomatic, nor the safest form of communication with emotional beings.
drop down maybe 75. This looks well done. It's Christopher Nolan. No, but the whole team looks like they did a great job so far.
It's all you, Doyle.
He looks so familiar. I cannot. It's bothering me. That's okay. Also, the principal. Now I reflect about the principal from the school. Also, he looks super familiar, but I can't get my finger on it at the moment. Is this supposed to be empty, or is someone in there?
Door's not charging. Never mind.
I don't know why, but my brain goes to aliens. So I'm just gonna come out. Oh, that's a trip.
Romley? Hey, you okay?
Yeah.
You alright?
Oh, Romley, that's his name. Is he okay?
Pat, I'm just gonna go get that. Might be in the cryo bay. I'll just be a sec.
Hey, Brown,
Yeah.
bring a lot.
I mean, just try not to look through the window.
Calculated 2 years to Saturn.
A lot of drama, me.
Go gentle into that good night. Rage against the dying of the light.
Rage against the dying of the light.
Perfect planet. We are not going to find another one like her.
No, it's not like looking for a new condo. Just
Oh.
for a rock it can cling to while
Oh, they're going knockout for 2 years.
That's what I love. You know, out there, we face great odds. Death, but not evil. Formidable, frightening, but no, not evil. This crew represents the best of humanity.
Even me, huh?
You know what? We agreed 90%.
Why are you whispering? They can't hear you.
Dr. Brand and Edmonds. They close?
I wouldn't know. I also have a discretion setting, Cooper.
Not a poker face, Lane.
She's pretty upset with him for leaving.
If you record any messages, I can get them transmitted to Cooper. Murph is a bright spark.
She's already making fools of her teachers, so maybe she should come and make a fool out of you.
So I am guessing from at least the information we have now that people are attempting to make Mars habitable. I believe that's how you I believe that's the right word. Might be wrong. It's okay. But I'm guessing all the other planets for sure are not able to, for humans to live on. So the next choice is going through that wormhole.
I asked Murph to say hi, but she's as stubborn as her old man.
This gets to me, Cooper. This.
Millimeters of aluminum, that's it, and then nothing. Out there for millions of miles. Won't kill us in seconds.
Yeah. But that was nice. Keeps some type of aspect of Earth to calm you down. Crickets. Probably would have recorded ocean sounds for me at least. That's nice. Definitely lower the anxiety. Because he's not wrong. Crazy.
Can we stop the spinning? Because we're close enough to see it now? Thanks. So they say you want to go from here to there. But it's too far, right? Mm-hmm. So a wormhole bends space like this, so you can take a shortcut through a higher dimension. What's a circle in 3 dimensions? Sphere. Exactly. Who do we have to thank?
I'm not thanking anybody until we get out of here in one piece, Ron.
Fully agree. That's interesting. Yeah, I'd be pretty scared to get through that. Hmm. Are they in it now? Or they're orbiting it? Oh lord. Hyperspeed. Oh wow.
What is that? Don't!
It's like touching that stuff like in the Matrix. In the first movie. I don't know why that came to mind. That's what it looked like a little bit when she was...
First handshake.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really stressed out for them. Movie's over. Just done.
Edmonds went down 3 years ago.
Transmitter failure?
Maybe. He was sending the thumbs up right until it went dark.
Dang.
The planet is much closer to Gargantua than we thought.
It's what we're calling the black hole. Miller's and Dr. Mann's planets both orbit it.
Gravity on that planet will slow our clock compared to Earth's drastically.
Well, every hour we spend on that planet will be 7 years back on Earth.
Oh my gosh.
I am thinking about my family and millions of other families. Okay, Plan A does not work if the people on Earth are dead by the time we pull it
Yeah.
off.
That's why there's a Plan B.
Bruh.
Cooper's right. We need to think about time as a resource, just like oxygen and food going down there's going to cost us.
Yeah.
How far off of Miller's planet do we have to be to stay out of the time shift?
We're just back from the...
We take a wider orbit around Gargantua, parallel with Miller's planet outside of this time shift. And we take the Ranger down. We get Miller, we get her samples. We come back, we analyze, we debrief. We're in, we're out. We lose a little fuel, but we save a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
We're talking about a couple of years. I could use the time to research gravity. Observations from the wormhole, that's gold to Professor Brand.
Nice. I like this.
I wouldn't leave you behind, Dr. Brand.
That's gonna be pretty wild.
Torres talks plenty for both of us.
So they dip, they come back, and it might be like 3 years later of them chilling in there. Oh, he's gonna be by himself? Well, he has Tars to conversate with, but that's gonna be in that for a few years, possibly. That's wild.
There's Miller's planet.
I know it's all estimations, but you know what I mean? Just, ooh.
A little caution would go...
Can get you killed, just like reckless driving. Cooper, it's too damn fast. I got this.
Have faith. Have faith.
Here we go.
Oh. Ooh.
Very graceful.
No, very efficient. What are you waiting for? Let's go.
7. I didn't process that. I was just thinking, oh, just a few years, possibly 7. It is estimated, but still 7. Whoosh, 7 years.
About 200
So
meters.
just what, a foot and a half of water? You gotta be careful though when you're walking.
Been floating through space too long?
130% Earth gravity.
Ooh. Oh.
Where's the rest?
Where's the mountains?
The waves.
Oh my, that's why there's a wreckage. Wild. Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all y'all need to leave.
Get your ass back to the Ranger now! Hands, get back here now! Pace, go get her!
Nice. Full speed ahead.
Go!
Am I gonna make it?
Yes, you
You gotta get up. You gotta try. You just oh, it fell on her. Oh, I didn't realize that. Nice. Luckily, the wave is kind of slow-ish. Oh, thank goodness. Go, 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 go. Bro, what are you staring at? Get in. Bro, what were you staring at? Yeah, I was about to say, that was really, really weird. That was only, what, like a foot of water, right? And now here's all the other water. Oh my gosh. What a roller coaster. Yeah, I know water was in the engines.
Damn it!
I told you to leave me.
And I told you!
Why
Get
did you
your
leave
ass
me?
back here! The difference is one of us was thinking about the mission,
Oh, so you were
Brand!
thinking about getting home.
Case, how much time?
45 to an hour.
Dang.
Decades.
The plan was to be smart about it, not.
She probably just died minutes ago.
Wow.
Is there any possibility? I don't know, some clever way we could maybe, I don't know, jump in a black hole. Came back to years.
Time is relative, okay? It can stretch and it can squeeze, but it can't run backwards. Couldn't you have told her you were going to save the world?
When you become a parent, one thing becomes really clear, and that's that you want to make sure your children feel safe. And it rolls out down a 10-year-old. The world's ending.
Yeah.
How long for the engines, Case?
Oh my gosh. Ooh. That's hella close. Oh. Okay.
I've waited years.
How many years?
By now it must be.
It's 23 years, 4 months, 8 days.
But I was prepared. I knew the theory.
Poor guy, though. He's been stuck by himself for 23 years.
I stopped believing you were coming back. Something seemed wrong about dreaming my life away.
Cooper.
Messages span 23 years.
Oh.
Oh. I met another girl, Dad. I really think this is the one. Hey, Dad.
Oh. That's Matt Damon's brother, I think.
That note says, maybe it's fine. Donald says he's already earned the great part, so.
That's
Oh, Grandpa died last week. We buried him out in the back 40 next to Mom and knows. He says that I have to let you go. I guess let you go.
No. Oh,
Hey, Dad.
why does she look familiar?
Today's my birthday. You once told me that when you came back, we might be the same age. And today I'm the age you were when you left.
Oh,
I know they're still out.
I know.
that's awesome that she's around. She just kept sticking around.
Let's run it through some new fields.
With respect, Professor, we've tried that hundreds of times.
It only has to work once. Murph.
Yeah.
Whether or not we crack the equation before I kick the bucket.
Don't be morbid, Professor. For years, we've been trying to solve the equation without changing the underlying assumption about time.
And?
And that means each iteration is an attempt to prove its own proof. It's recursive, it's nonsensical.
Can we take this point up at another time? I want to talk to my daughter.
Why did he dismiss her like that?
We no longer have the fuel to visit both prospects, so we have to choose. They're both promised.
Yeah.
His world has key elements to sustain human life.
As does Dr. Mann's.
Cooper, this is my field. I really believe Edmonds is the better prospect.
Why? Because of the black hole.
Murphy's Law. Whatever can happen will happen.
Hmm.
Accident is the first building block of evolution, but when you're orbiting a black hole, not enough can happen. It sucks in asteroids and comets, other events which would otherwise reach you. Granted, but Edmund's data is more promising.
This is definitely a tough decision.
She's in love with Wolf Edmonds. Is that true?
Yes. And that makes me want to follow my heart. Love isn't something we invented. It's observable, powerful. It has to mean something.
Well, love can also get you killed.
Maybe we should trust that, even if we can't understand it yet.
I'm on the fence also, to be honest with you.
The tiniest possibility of seeing Wolf again excites me. That doesn't mean I'm wrong.
TARS, chart a course for Dr. Mann's.
That's rough. I think that whole aspect displaying, for one, I forget his name. There's Dr. Mann and then the other guy who Anne Hathaway's in love with. So in this particular case, it's showing that with the both of them, with Rom and Matthew McConaughey, that they sacrifice technically everything. Every scientist has sacrificed everything, walked away from everything or the nothing that they did have, because a lot of them didn't have any family or anything else. So for him, Matthew McConaughey and Rom, they are trying to look at it as in a purely objective manner in the decisions they want to make, compared to Anne Hathaway, who is trying to be objective but also understanding to wanting the possibility of seeing the other doctor. But the whole idea of the missions was to find the right path and make the right decisions. And a decision was already made that kind of ruined their strategy a little bit, with her trying to go for the recording piece and losing someone during the time on the one planet, the water planet that looks like Camino. No, not really from Star Wars, but no, not really. But at least from what we did see, that's tough. But needing to understand that what you're doing, the mission that you're having, is to try to save the world. But it's been 23 years, or let's say 24. Nothing has happened yet. it seems like they're all fine. So when does the end of the world technically start? I mean, it's been going, but to the fullest amount where all the corn dies and everything else. When is that actually occurring? Because it seems like they're fine at the moment. So it's gonna be interesting. You're playing with time because the objective is to save everybody or save as many as you can. That's the whole objective.
We're gonna lose about a third again.
Oh,
Louis, I have a friend who could look at his lungs.
why are they dismissing it like that?
Strike out on man's planet, and we'll have to decide whether to return home or push on to Edmonds with Plan B. Starting a colony could save us from extinction. You might have to decide between seeing your children again and the future of the human race. I trust you'll be as objective then.
He already partially made that decision, but yeah.
He's been asking for you since he came to.
Oh, what's his name from 70 Show, Eric? Oh my.
Forgive me, but I think there was no need for him to come back.
No. You can't leave. You.
My gosh. The plan A was never.
You knew. This was all a sham.
Damn. I'm wondering if Tars also knew. Oh. Oh.
Frozen cloud.
Oh, that was interesting. Oh my. I believe this is the person that plays, I mean, the character is played by Matt Damon. Is he alive?
I hadn't a lot of hope to begin with, but after so long, I had none. My supplies were completely exhausted. The last time I went to sleep, I didn't even set a waking date.
Just keep sleeping.
But undeniably beautiful. The days are 67 hours long.
Ooh.
67 far colder hours.
Dang. 134 hours of a day?
How far have you explored? I've mounted several major expeditions, but with oxygen and limited supply, Kip there really did most of the legwork.
Oh.
Dr. Brand, I'm sorry to tell you that your father died today. He had no pain.
He's grown.
Brand, did you know? He told you, right?
I thought Tars would edit that message, honestly.
This was all a sham. He left us here. To suffocate, to starve. Did my father know too? Dad?
Oh.
If you left me here to die, I just have to know.
His whole life to Plan A. I have no idea what she's talking about.
That's, oh man.
He never even hoped to get people off the earth.
No.
Wow.
Your father solved his equation before I even left. You need to see into a black hole. The laws of nature prohibit a naked singularity.
Not only is that true.
If a black hole is an oyster, then the singularity is the pearl inside.
My goodness.
It's what we call a gentle singularity.
Gentle.
They're hardly gentle. What's to say there isn't some way that the probe can glimpse the singularity and relay the quantum data?
Just when did this probe become a he, Professor?
Tars is the obvious candidate.
Before you get all teary, try to remember that as a robot, I have to do anything you say.
Follow me. Cars. 72 hours, yeah?
Roger that, Cooper.
So plan B is still happening, but now plan A is still a possibility. Partially a possibility, and at the same time he's able to go home to see his family and spend time with his family before and die with them. It's just, or save him. This is wild. It's a great movie so far, for sure.
I have to tell you, Dr. Man, I'm honored to be a part of this. But once we set up base camp, secure those modules, my work's done here. I'm going home.
Just take this gently.
Nice, nice.
What does research tell us is the last thing you're gonna see before you die? Your children. Their faces. At the moment of death, your mind's gonna push a little bit harder to survive. For them.
I don't like the music and I don't like how he's talking. Am I? Maybe I'm just chasing waterfalls here.
Tars, what's taking so long?
Professor, I am having trouble completing the boot up.
I don't understand.
When I left Earth, I thought I was prepared to die. The truth is, I never really considered the possibility that my planet wasn't the one. Nothing worked out the way it was supposed to.
I don't like how close they're. I knew it.
You faked all the data.
Wow.
Yeah. I knew that if I just pressed that button, then somebody would come and save me.
How about you just be honest with them and dip?
You gonna wait for your next kid to die?
Dr. Man, there's a 50-50 chance you're gonna kill yourself. Those are the best odds I've had in years.
Oh my gosh.
Don't judge me, Cooper.
How the hell? We still got 50 or 60 more an hour left. What? At least on the time that I see. What?
Because I want to save all of us. For you, Cooper. Do you see it, children?
Oh my gosh. You see it? Yes. I was about to say look to your right.
Not go gentle into that good night.
Why is she? Go, 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 Anne. Dr. Brand, go. Just jump.
Please don't make.
Oh. Was he attempting to maybe kill them all so he could just take the... Oh my gosh. What a bitch. I'm sorry. That glide.
If he takes control of that ship, we're dead.
He'd maroon us?
Oh, he is ruining us.
Come on. Give me your back. Go get in the back seat. Get in the back seat now.
With authority, Eric.
Dr. Man, please respond.
He doesn't know the endurance docking procedure.
Well, the autopilot does.
Not since Tars disabled it.
Nice. What's your trust setting, Tars?
Lower than yours, apparently.
What happens if he messes up?
Auto docking sequence withheld.
Override.
Unauthorized.
Karma's a bitch. Oh wow. What happens if he messes up or crashes? Like, that's game, right? That's game over. You're not in all the way. You gotta readjust. For his selfishness, he might literally just destroy everything.
Open the inner hatch. I repeat, do not open the inner hatch. I repeat, do not.
Brand?
I don't know what he said to you.
But I'm taking command of the Endurance.
And then we can talk about completing the mission.
There is a moment.
Oh my gosh.
Cooper, there's no point in using our fuel to
Analyze the Endurance's spin.
Well, he's just gonna slide up in there?
Cooper, what are you doing?
Docking.
Okay. Oh man. This is gonna be tight. I'm wondering what the section he blew up, what was actually there. That was hella clutch. Are you able to like close off that section? Sorry, that's funny to me.
The backup generator kicked in, so the system's stable. They're all good.
Good. Okay,
That's good.
but I have a plan. We let Gargantua pull us down close to her horizon, then a powered slingshot around, launching us towards Edmund's planet.
Manually?
That's what I'm here for.
Sorry, Cooper.
That's rough. But he accepted it.
The lander's linkages have been...
That twirl.
You can't ask Tars to do this for us.
He's a robot. See, I don't have to ask him to do anything.
Cooper, you asshole.
It's our only chance to save people on Earth. If I can find a way to transmit the quantum data I'll find in there, they might still make it.
Well, that was very nice of you, Tars. Oh, that's crazy.
Lander 1 engines on my mark.
One thing that Dr. Brown was right though, he's one hell of a pilot. This is one hell of a movie.
Detach.
Bye, Tars.
Goodbye, Tars.
Goodbye, Dr. Brent. See you on the other side, Coop.
That's sad.
Reckless flying.
Learn from the master. Prepare to detach.
What? No! No! Only we had enough resources for both of us.
Screens.
Oh my gosh. Eject. Oh. Oh man. Oh. What the hell? Definitely gonna get some broken legs if there's something. Why those looks like... Oh.
No! No!
This shit's wild.
Don't go, you idiot! Don't go!
Is oh my gosh. I had a feeling he was the one that was wanting him to tell him to stay.
It was you. You were my ghost.
Cooper.
Oh.
In their fifth dimension, they saved us.
What the hell is that? Gotta figure something out, all right? The people on Earth are gonna die. Think.
They didn't bring us here to change the past.
To change the future, right?
We brought ourselves.
Right. Oh.
They didn't choose me, they chose her. To save the world. One little girl's bedroom, every moment. It's infinitely complex. They have access to infinite time and space, but they're not bound by anything.
You gotta slow down so you can see.
We code the data into the movement of the second hand. Translate the data into Morse and feed it to me.
I was gonna say. This man's ready to fight. Just frustrated as hell, and you just. Why'd you just throw? Oh. What?
Remember, you're no spring chicken anymore. Actually, you are 124 years old.
Whoa.
Cooper Station. What a nice you to name it after me.
She'll be here in a couple weeks. She is far too old to be transferring from another station, but when she heard that you'd been found, well, this is Murphy Cooper we're talking about.
That's awesome. Babe, this is a good movie. I'm so, I just want to say this is a good ass movie.
Really?
You'll like it. My bad, I didn't mean to scare you.
Of course, I didn't speak to her personally.
Oh.
Confirmed just how much she loved farming.
Oh, she did she?
Had everything replaced and put back right.
No dust, that's the only thing.
Humor. 75%.
I said that in the beginning of the movie. That's funny.
Auto self-destruct, T-minus 10, 9.
Let's make that 60%.
I'm not gonna lie, Tars. That was kind of scary. Because what happened to Rom? I think Rom. Oh.
Because my dad promised me. No parent should have to watch their own child die.
Go Saber, man. They're gonna finish their mission, technically. Hopefully she's still alive. That's the question. So even I don't have a lot to say, but then I do. But I will say this for sure, one thing. So at the end of the day, it was correct for him to go. Without him not going, actually, I mean, oh my gosh. If he didn't go, there would have been complications and issues, and none of this would have occurred. Basically, the idea of saving the world or being able to see your kids live, let's say she's in her 90s. I don't know about the son, but let's say both of them lived about the same age. Just saying. I don't think so, to be honest, because of the dust particle issues that it was having. Unless they had the technology to be able to handle that, right? To handle those issues. But let's say 80 years, not seeing your child go through their life to be able to have to save the world and to honestly also save her life. Because the question is then, how long after until they're able to finally get off Earth to be able to be there? Is it when because it seems like she's around her 30s, right? Let's say 30s, 40s. I don't remember what was her actual birthday, but 30s, 40s. Does she hit like 60 when they finally like lift off and leave? Is she in her 50s? Like, is she just 5, 10 years later? That's where the question lies. But at the end of the day, he lost 85, 90% of her life and the son to be able to save the world. And that's on his part. The other individuals, and for Anne Hathaway specifically, losing time with her father and then losing her lover, right? And with the other two individuals, it seemed like they didn't really have anything at home or on Earth that was considered like loved ones left, besides the people you do care for, like the people you do work for, your colleagues that you do care for. It's just things still could. And the other thing I will say is everything could have still worked out if oh my gosh, what's his name? Matt Damon's character wasn't an ass. It still could, like, I forget is it Rom, right? I think it's Rom. He would have still been alive. Anne Hathaway's mistake. The other guy would have been alive too. But it is what it is. But at least if the situation was just a sucky situation when it came to the first guy that died in the wave, right, in the water. The other guy, I think his name is Rom. He died because of the selfishness, the psychoness of the doctor that Matt Damon was playing. And I mean, that happens though when you're having to sit there for 30 years or whatever, how many years he was there by himself, talking to, well, he had some type of companionship with the machine where he's able to conversate and have some type of interaction. But besides that, like, did he destroy that thing because it was trying to tell him to stop acting like he was acting? I don't know. But yeah, just crazy. And honestly, MVP clutch too is Tars. That was a phenomenal movie. I truly enjoyed that. That was an amazing ride. Another amazing, great Christopher Nolan film. That was great. I understand why I won awards. That was a fun ride. That was make all bunch of mixed emotions, from anger to happiness to sad to laughter to crying to sadness to there's all ranges of emotions you receive in this film, and it was great. It was great. But yeah, I do appreciate y'all, and please let me know your thoughts about the film. I enjoyed it, but yeah, I'll talk to you later. Peace.